slump they've been in is a joy, at least for this single game. We'll see if they can continue this form through the rest of summer, because right now they've killed off 2 members of Rogue. Jankos pops a stopwatch. There's the third to follow it up. Reckless with a triple. He's looking for more. Shockwave pulls him back. Larson not going to give Reckless his penta today. Another kill comes in as G2 are 18-1. Only Reckless has died. Not usual that you can say that in the G2 game. But Hansama, all the way back on the back of the fountain, does not want to give up his life today. G2 will take the Nexus, and they will demolish Rogue.
A one-sided affair. G2 absolutely stomped Rogue in this game, and a fantastic performance from everyone across the board. The bot lane, of course, coming up clutch. Mickey having a great brawn performance. Jankos tracking inspired throughout the map. And Reckless just, you know, doing damage and killing people. 11-1-3 was his final scoreline. It's, yeah, like, this is the G2 that I think many expected. The fact that they had this sort of performance, like, they didn't look great against Astralis yesterday. Like, they got a win for sure, and there were definitely a lot of positives to be taken away from that game. And to be fair, they looked good against Misfits last week. A little slow. Like, sure, there are certain things you can criticize, but then, of course, they did throw that game in the end. But here, this has been their cleanest game that I think we've seen from them for the majority of the split. And it's against Rogue!
Yep. Such a good performance all around from G.
Were landing some incredible shots. Kickert especially having a great game. And I mean, that's how they win their first round, to break the streak.
Why what, Rubik? Why what?
At that point.
Oh, VP. 9-5 up. They're looking to respond, and oh, that's a great response. Great start the round for James. Device trying to make the difference, trying to get involved on Inferno. He's so quiet. It'd be great if you could have a play like Device show up in the CT side, and James is continuing to get kills. The T side open, Inferno.
Because I'm up, and
impact, but James is
you know,
making it work.
why not? I mean, I'll stream later too. Don't worry.
Nice play from Plopsky, close in the smoke, but can he get back? Looks like the molly will allow him to do that, but it's the A site where we have to look towards. Only Linus there on the hold, and VP looks like they're about to push it. Plopsky pushing Banana, and now the A play comes in.
Yeah, Plopsky feels like that play was needed, but the rest of the kills start to come through now.
No, what?
He's never been in the right position.
Never. Every single time he's walking back down in the wrong spot, unable to deliver impact. Invertus Pro will lead the way 10-5. NIP are going home if this continues. We'll be back for the second half.
You're crazy, Rubik. You're crazy.
Hey guys, this is Posty. Monster Energy and I have something very special coming up. Make sure to stay tuned.
Central Piedmont has opened so many doors, just being able to go to school without having to worry about the cost. Even though my grades weren't 4.0 standard, I'm just grateful.
Conquer possibility with a scholarship from Central Piedmont.
The future waits for no one, so we refuse to wait for it. Today, battles are waged in nanoseconds, and planes are piloted from the other side of the world. The future's not coming, it's already here. Join us and be the future.
The tomorrow streaming movie in America.
I got drafted.
I will be back. I love you, Chippy. I know how to do this. I'll survive. Pretty tough guy. Just try to save my daughter.
This is my opportunity to give this world a second chance. Second chances are really hard to come by.
The Tomorrow War. Watch now. Rated PG-13.
At Outward Hound, we believe in enriching pets' lives. These puzzles are recommended by veterinarians and double as food-safe slow feeders. With thousands of 5-star reviews, Nina Audison dog puzzles by Outward Hound are available now on Amazon.com.
The way.
What's up, Amir? How we doing?
Map up in the series. It's an elimination game here at IM Cologne, and NIP might just be heading home as quickly as they arrive. DE_Carl, our observer for the second half, and we're hopping right into things, Holka.
Right in, and NIP have to make up for lost time here because they are down right now. 10-5 in favor of VP, and if NIP lose this map, they are out of Cologne, and Device's Cologne streak would continue. Only Buster holding this B site though. NIP have found the right bomb site to hit.
Buster holds. Spotted one and just dropped into CT immediately. Utility now for NIP starting to come through. Look up for the CT cross and they will take the site easily. Buster trying to do some damage, but it's going to be the retake here for VP.
They have some nades to do it. Sanji has a molly which could come into play, and if Plopskis get caught on banana, that could be a problem.
And Device is going to throw his smoke down. Plopski can hide in behind it, could flash through, it's going to blind everybody involved in while Device has got a good position. The distraction's up, and Plopski's hit the first. Plopski with another one. Plopski and Device taking down everything in banana, and Jim is now left alone, running away down towards the bottom. Buster's still up CT. He started in this position, and he still remains there, unable to find impact in the pistol. And for this time, it's going to be NIP with a pistol round win. Jim is doing his best. Buster's found a headshot, but just not enough time to really get involved in terms of affecting the outcome of the result. Campus chasing after Jim. Good headshot there towards the end, and Buster gets away alive. He was the initial B holder and ends up being the only player staying alive. That's how it can be sometimes.
Such a good flashbang here, but Kicker in first needed to get that kill onto Sandbags early, needed to be able to swing out and just take that first man out. Otherwise, that crossfire was always going to be a problem. Would have relied on them landing some brilliant shots to overcome it, and they couldn't do it this time. So NIP win the all-important pistol. They won the pistol in their first half, though, and it was the gun rounds that were a concern for them. Hopefully, for NIP's sake, they can change that here in this half. Right, now they are up against the force bite. Ampus will take banana control without too much cause for concern.
Seems to be an issue. A lot of typing. Damage has not been inflicted in the round at all, so we should be seeing a reset of this round. And everybody going back. It's a false start, Hawker. And that is a little worrying. We'll see if the issue gets resolved quite quickly. Headsets are off for the ninjas, or at least a few of them. Hopefully we can get the issue resolved as quickly as possible. For NIP, you know, taking a look at this Inferno performance, the first half, we talked about Device and his lack of impact, but it really did feel like the reason he was having this lack of impact was because he was always in these awful positions. Anytime he was B, they went A. Anytime he was A, they went B. You know? He was just always in these scenarios where we'd have these impossible 1v5s to try and pull off every single round. So I'd hope that he can control where he goes in this T side. Issue is, you know, we often talk about the T side all, but it can be difficult sometimes to get that involved. So Device got to do it on the rifle. We know he's capable of doing that. And just for your information at home, we do have a PC crash at the moment, so hopefully that'll get resolved quite quickly. We've got Abentine out in Cologne, we'll get that fixed, no problem.
Players taking this as a chance for a beverage break. Whichever beverage they're preferring.
Yeah,
Plenty of options out there. See Twitch chat having a bit of fun with some of the water bottles. We've seen some of the players drinking. Got some fancy water bottles.
Yeah.
Jim had a big swig last night, trying to focus up in the game. But we are in the situation where we did talk about the big performance of Linus, who's currently 12 and 7, but he did get those 9 kills in a row, right? 9-0, and then suddenly really became quiet. Plonsky didn't really do a whole lot in that initial defense, so they have a chance here on this T side to try and get into things, and the individuals can start to wake up for NIP. They might just be back into things, but here we go. We're getting right back into the action. Second half will continue. Virtus Pro up 10-6. But with NIP with a good start on the pistol, they've got a far better buy here with the Mac 10s out in force. 4 of them trying to get some damage done.
First aim has to be beating this force spike.
Device cam.
God damn, look at Device's forehead. It's looking good.
The best play of the game so far is how Device does his hair. I have no idea how he does it. Initially, it did look like they were going for some of the B site, but now they drop back here on IP.
What's up?
For a moment, but everything is all good now.
Ooh, look at this setup. 3 CT stacked into top mid.
Yeah,
and you've got to use their nades to make sure they
What's
don't
up
run
there,
into
guys?
this
What's up,
crossfire.
Yeah, Jim holding on. Chicken crosses over, but now the T's will start to come as well. And Hampus will find one, Res with the other, and this is much more like it from NIP. Shut down the pistols, and the A site is up for grabs. Bomb plant will come through and secure some extra money. And that'll be theirs to play with.
Hold on
Slightly
here, 1
surprised that
second.
VP didn't get anything out of that. Pretty good for them initially, having all those players stacked on separate angles at top mid.
1 second here,
Not
I gotta
ready for
change
Device, who
something up.
has been missing out on the action so far, so wants to
Yeah,
make
1
up for
second
that.
here, I gotta change something
Getting some
up.
Mac 10 kills here in this one. I'm liking this from Device. Get some fights, get some kills with the Mac 10. Get yourself in a position where you can start to get some more frags on this T side, and Device even hits the jumping headshot with the Mac 10 at the end there. Lovely stuff.
The future waits for no one.
All right,
So
that
we
should work better
refuse to
now.
Wait for it. Today, battles are waged in nanoseconds, and planes are piloted from the other side of the world. The future's not coming; it's already here. Join us
Rubik,
and
after
be the
you
future.
mentioned SSG, I've been seeing SSG stuff everywhere.
Good damage from that Deagle. Cadian gives us something to dig our teeth into. Weapons.
They're not going to be able to get
retrieve,
these.
not at all. And Zipex, at least his information as to his location. Bubsky's knocking him down on mid, and actually Zipex is willing to challenge. It's not an easy shot for Stown. Does whistle one past the ear of Zip. Cadian rejoining the forces as well.
Zipex is just bait here. Walk across mid straight to Bubsky, I dare ya. And he says, yes, please. Stown goes down. Zipex will get it done. They pick up that rifle. And honky-dory for Astralis here. 11-7 is the scoreline. Things are looking very, very good going into this, well, real first gun round of play. Now, one of the things that we loved with Heroic online when they were at their peak, or maybe not even their peak, just one of the quirks within their playstyle is how reactive they can be. And the question was, are they going to have that same conviction on LAN? Are they going to be able to make those calls and follow through within their mid-rounds? We're going to get our first look at that right here, right now.
Let's go. Shush. Challenging out, taking some liberties in mid. Dupree could meet him. Oh, and he beheads him. Immediately neutralizes the AWP in mid. He's not quite done. Magic's down 2.
I don't even know why I
Shush
went
comes
to the
alive
Astralis
into the
game,
first gun
because this is
round.
not what I wanted.
Rush this early, gonna wait.
What
Looks
am
like
I
the force
doing?
with this top mid control. No need to rush this now with the number advantage for Heroic.
That is spectacular. The pace on that.
Let's go to the other one.
You want us to have
I don't know why I went to Astralis. I'm like not
Virtus
even
probably
paying
going to bring this
attention
all
here.
over.
I wanted NIP. I want the NIP Virtuous game.
Play. And right now, that is the right call. James is in a good position here. Do they go around the corner dry, or do they have a flash at the ruddy? They've got to get James off this angle somehow. Whether it be baiting the shot out, using the utility. They can't give him the fight. CT smoke going down. They're trying to shoulder beat it out, and the kill still comes in. Jim with the
wow, that was quick.
A VP have 2 more riflers inside of the side as well. Busted
Oh,
from
what
Ruddy.
is NIP doing?
Only getting 1 because the Mac 10 of Rez is quick. He's low on HP, and finally that Itchy will find him. It's just Device left in the 1v4. Molotov goes down in behind the smoke at Runes, and He has to recover that bomb, which is still not in his hands. It's on the ledge behind him. He would have to jump on the barrel to be able to pick it up. And Device is now looking for the fight, and Buster will win it. Kill comes through. It's a 3K for Buster on that hold, and that's what
Buster
when you make that early rotation.
He did big damage there initially from that Coffin's position. For NIP, they had the flash coming around the corner, but Plopsky starts to jiggle peek, hoping he could bait out that CT Orpha's shot. If he could have baited out that shot, it would have given him the ability to fly into the bomb site sooner, which is part of why he's doing that, but ends up going out slightly too wide. James can hit the shot just before the flash blinds him, and then even though he gets smoked off, his riflers now have the awareness that they need to step up on the hold, and they definitely delivered. The damage done early onto Plopsky, and Sanji steps into the flames briefly. Lots of nades going back and forth on Banana. Kindar wants to add another to the tally.
I really thought NIP was going to make a run in this tournament, and they are going to get sent home by Virtus.
Smoke's going to hold NIP back. They don't have top banana control. They don't want to go around that corner and force the fight under Kindar, and he's going to get that info quite shortly. They're going to drop back now. VP feel like they can rotate an extra play over to the A site. Just over a minute left as NIP start their attack up here. They're leaking one in banana. It is Device. He's going to throw some utility just to try and keep the players there. Maybe try and pull a rotation back off this A site. But NIP are definitely going towards A. Smokes are coming in now as well. Our choice smoke up. Deep smoke in towards Library. Begins to come through short, and Sanji and Kicker, they've got to be able to deliver something here from the rifle. Smoke goes down, Yakindar's in the side as well. This is going to be difficult for NIP to get into the site, and Sanji's going to be hard.
Why did what?
Yakindar down below.
Why did he do that?
Well, what a take from NIP. It was a stack from VP, but it gets crushed, and every headshot comes in for the Ninjas.
So quick from Nip getting onto the site there. Kicker's smoke lineup didn't seem to be successful. The molly still spreads into pit. He can't help his teammates, which is exactly what he wanted to do with that smoke being up, and that makes a big difference.
NIP's got it. He got to do something here.
There. He has the chance to just slow down those short players, maybe get a kill as they're running onto the site. It's really hard to run onto the site and be aware of the pit angle.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Down at the end, so VP's money is in trouble. Yeah, it's really hard to push the site when you also are scared of that pit angle, because as soon as you round the corner,
that's what I thought.
A lot of players from pit will hold that exact angle where they're watching the cross to the site. So you either have to commit to the pit or the site player, and then you can be traded on. But because Kickut's smoke wasn't successful, Sanji just gets overrun on the site. Yakindar was so blind that he wasn't able to react quickly enough. Really nice fast play from Nip. Unfortunate for VP that Kickut's smoke was unsuccessful, but now they've got to go down to a weaker buy, and Kickut wants to get going with this AWP.
Or Kicker was looking for that pick in towards second middle, but it's very difficult to stick around there. You either get that kill or you don't right away. You can't stick around and commit to the angle because you're likely to die. So, don't want to stick around, and NIP now take top banana control. Look at this rotation again. Look at this 4-man stack for VP on this side of the map again, and they made the mistake of not getting Jam off this angle before. Can he get another kill? Can he take the first? Because if he does, the rest of the side are going to have a much easier time with some of these weaker deagles.
Don't do it. Rotate.
Right now on the B-bomb side. Jim,
rotate the A.
Kill, and now goes again. Flashes are so good. He's unable to get a single kill, but remember, 3 pistols still inside of the site. Sanji, while blinded, still with a kill. And Device has to take him out.
Come on, Device.
Found Jim. That's the AWP down.
Oh!
The spotted by Device. Great composure inside of the smoke, but Yakindar. Sneaky beaky
that was a sick shot.
He's taking down the bomb plant, but there's still 45 seconds left. Yakindar hasn't got a better rifle. He's still in this deagle. And for NIP, it's all about taking a deep breath, realizing we're still in control of this round. Yes, the bomb isn't in our hands, but we got the better weapons. Unfortunately, we don't have the Molotov to clear him out, but that smoke only lasts a few more seconds, and now Yakindar's cover is gone. He's got to play with Nubox. Hampus starts to walk forward. Device holding the great kill. The swing out. Hampus hits the headshot.
Nice.
Great recovery of the round.
Nice shot, Hampus. Nice shot.
It would have been so nice for VP there if Yakindar could get that kill and their other player could survive, because then you have those 2 separate angles to be aware of. Maybe Yakindar can help fight a player at the same time as his teammate, but instead NIP are able to get that kill onto his teammate, and he's left in a 1v2 that is so much more difficult, especially being trapped behind triple. He tried to make something work on the edge of that smoke, but NIP played it safe, never gave him the opportunity. Really composed play from the Swedes, and the 1-day on the server. Popsky taking so much damage on Banana, 10 health, and he's dead to the molly.
Burnt out. VP given the early kill. This is what they've been searching for, VP. They've been wanting round wins for such a long time now in this defense. NIP have had some great rounds.
Come on,
so
step
far
up the
this B
Hampus.
side.
Step up the Hampus.
Late round hits, the kills they're getting, the composure they're able to find even when walking into stacks and heavy rotations. Virtus Pro have now been given the advantage.
Well, speaking of the rotations, Sanji comes over to be with the MP9, but Nip go dry.
And Hampus is about to walk
And
forward
already?
to the AK. And there we go, that was a chance for an IP. VP are going to have to throw some utility down. Hampus has got in towards Pool, but the smokes are still up. That's going to give cover to VP, and they're going to try and play with this triangle of death. Three players, the trifecta, trying to hold on. One of them down, but two remain. Nikindar still a second orange, is still unchecked. They have to be aware of this, and Linus goes right on by. Sliding right into the crosshair, Yakindar's found one, but quick reply from Rez. Yakindar goes for the reload, thinking it's safe to do so.
Yep, Virtus won that one.
Came from Banana. He was always on the flank. He was always coming in behind. And Rez is left alone. 16 HP. Gonna look for the bomb plant. Starts to punch in those digits. Locks it through. And now has to look for the clutch. Rez clears down Banana, trying to preemptively fire onto the head of Jam that is currently walking up. He's waiting on Sanji to get a better position. And Rez, this is going to be difficult. He's got to turn these into 1v1s. He's got to use his positional advantages. And Sanji doesn't have the best weapon to fight at range, but Jim, he knows he's there because of the info picked up by Sanji.
Yep.
And that is going to be Virtus Pro taking back
Virtus
the
Pro
side.
again.
It's 12 rounds, and it's Jim that makes the
Virtus
difference.
Pro
That's
again.
a round where Sanji doesn't get a kill, but you see what he does for this team. Yakindar has no ammo left at that second orange's position. And some players there might try to help Yakindar fight out of that spot.
Jeez,
But
Atlanta
Sanji
phase
decides
3-0'd
he's just gonna
Paris
play
Legion in
safe
Call of
because
Duty
he realizes on the overall map, on the overall bigger picture, James has the
FaZe
chance
is
to
so
get that
sick
flank
this year.
going, and as long as Sanji falls back after making some noise initially, they'll be looking at him. You see here, Yakindar, one bullet. Sanji realizes it's not worth sticking around with the MP9 and trying to help because James' flank with the AWP is more important. And as long as they're looking at Sanji, James is going to have a great chance to get those kills. He has the impact he needed. It's a good round from VP.
NIP have still got money though, so another buy stood out for them. No op on the T side, device freed up to play on the rifle. Yakindar is going to take that meaty nade right up the head, but oh, the flashes are good, just about allowing NIP around the corner safely. They go through the banana smoke. Device is down at logs. Do they counter him with some utility? Because Yakindar does still have an incendiary left alone. But they're not going to use it up, and now NIP going back up towards top middle. The defense here is strong. They've got 3 players and Jam on the AWP. This could be real messy for NIP.
Yeah, Yakindar's in CT, so he can watch for the long play, and they can have so many players focused on this short side.
Oh, NIP are about to be crushed. They need to get some of these kills quickly. They're going to go around long. Yakindar's trying to hold them back. Through the smokes they go, and they've taken down Yakindar. A big kill to find for Veep. Or should I say NIP, and now they try and attack into Jan's AWP.
Oh!
He's found the headshot. Sanji's done well. He gets away with
Oh,
the double
Hampus!
on the MP9,
Hampus!
but finally traded out. There's not enough in the hold here for Virtus Pro.
Yakindar was just so committed to his position there. Ahead of the smokes, he wanted to fight on towards long. VP had so many players on the site, I'm not sure he needed to. They probably could have watched for the long play, and maybe Yakindar could have been that man pushing in behind as they were actually pushing to the site. But instead, he commits out into the open, flashbang fully blinds him, and then, unfortunately for VP, they find it hard to assemble that hold. Maybe that's part of the reason why Yakindar was so committed to long, was that VP's setup didn't look too good to deal with that long play. You saw Sanji was the man who seemed to be initially watching that long smoke, but with just the MP9, it was really hard for him to hold. And it was those long players that ended up taking Jame out of the round. So perhaps that's part of the reason why Yakindar fights so aggressively.
They could have pushed that. They could have pushed that and made him had a chance.
Getting away with more than one kill.
No, they just sat back.
I wouldn't have minded Yakindar trying to play sneaky in the
They're being too worried about their loadouts there.
To go ahead and play differently. They decide to just try and fight. Doesn't work out for VP in that one.
Yeah, well,
You have that
Over the
much of an
burst.
economy
Better for both of them.
advantage. You don't have to
Me?
be worried about it that
I think
much.
so. He's calling you out.
I'll get him back. I'll
Just
get him
mean
back.
his
I'll
Twitch
think of
chat.
something. Ouch.
Oh, that's a huge
Oh.
hit. And a headshot as well from Device.
Device.
A great double up. Itchy. And then the headshot as well. Sanji dropped down. Just one bullet for Device.
Come on, Device.
The nade almost did it alone. Device
Oh.
has really turned it round here on this B side.
Oh, but he's going to go down in this
Picked
one.
off.
Buster from Pillar has found a headshot. And look at the double stack in the apartments as well. NIP think they can go back to A, but it's not going to be easy to go this way either because Jam is here with the Yelp and he can make it work.
Oh,
He
there's
peeks
another
out.
cock.
Hampus is now down, but remember, Kickert is still here. He may only have a CZ, but he's got a close quarters
hears him.
angle, and he hears them going around long. He hears them going into Archway, and Buster's AK's at the ready res. He's going to go down as a follow-up opportunity, but it's Yukinda that's got it. Headshots through, and Plopsky now alone.
Has to force this fight onto Yukinda. He knows he needs this early kill to give himself a chance. He's got the bomb back, but he doesn't know Yukinda. Still committed to the angle. Great play from VP. They get all that info. They hear the players running to long, and then Buster and Yukinda assemble a really solid setup. One that's really hard to get past. There are so many of those awkward angles in CT that you have to be wary of. Buster plays behind one of the pillars. Yukinda plays in library, which is always a really difficult angle to clear out as you try and push into CT spawn. And VP take another timeout, and Nip might be kind of happy about this.
Yeah,
They
why?
used all their timeouts. Gives Threat another chance.
See,
to
this
have
stuff
a
drives me crazy when
That
it
is
comes
the
to like
advantage,
CS:GO.
right? Use the ball up
If you're
early,
not,
you
if
start
it's
to
a
bring it
LAN
back,
tournament
Virtus Pro
and
still
you're not
using theirs
playing
up.
on LAN,
And they're very vocal in
you
the
should have,
timeout
you
for
shouldn't be in
NIP
the
as
tournament.
well. Vice
That's
looking
it.
over to
You shouldn't
Linus,
be in.
having a little bit of a
You shouldn't be
say
playing
in this one
online
as
when
well.
everyone else is playing on the same internet.
I don't know what the call is going to be. Linus is on the MAC 10, so clearly they're calling for him to do something with this. Might be a quicker play from NIP here.
Big moment here for NIP with a $1,900 loss bonus. If they lose this round, they go 14-11 down without money to buy in the next, unless they get a bomb plant, and even then, it wouldn't be an ideal buy. So Nip really need to rely on winning this round right here.
If they do, it's the same scenario for VP, right? They should go on a string of losses. Maybe Yukinda getting burnt down. 41, he was trying to stick around in the fire, still really looking for this early banana fight. But
He's
this
not
time
even close to
is not
Device.
walking through the smoke. This time Device is not going around the other side. He will take sprinkles of damage, but that's about it.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?
Made at the ready, but it gets thrown too soon. No damage done onto Linus. VP have been so active on their CT side, oftentimes stacking either 4A or 3B in these rounds as a risk, and oftentimes these stacks have been the correct calls. And this is another one of those rounds where it may be the case. NIP taking top mid, but they're running into the stack.
Oh, smoke fades away. Sanji's about
No
to
way.
get
What are
he
you
hasn't
doing
been
in
able to take
GTA
the
right
kill, so
now?
they're still alive now, but
You still
Yukinda
doing
again
that
getting fucked.
that thing you were
Yukinda's
talking about last
finally
night
dealt with,
or
but
whatever,
it's
2
just
nights ago,
Hampus
whatever it
left
was.
alone. He's still got to
Yesterday.
deal with the op of Jim inside of the site, and now Sanji's got into position towards short as well. Utility starts to come in. Sanji's starting to wrap the apartments and Buster out towards long. There's easier rounds in Counter-Strike. This one is not one of those, and Hampus is looking
Have you
for
been
shots.
using your
Smoke
oppressor
goes
like
out
crazy
towards
now?
long. He needs to kill on Tim, and it just won't happen. 14-11. Virtus Pro are 2 rounds away from sending the Ninjas in Pajamas out of IEM Cologne.
And VP just keeps stacking the right sites here. Not sure if it's Jay making these calls or just the way they normally like to play, because I know VP tend to be a team
What
who
heist?
like
What heist
taking
are you
some of
doing? You
those
doing one of
risks,
the big
like
ones?
taking some of these stacks on this map, but at the end of the day, you have to have a hunch, you have to have an inkling, and credit to James. Sometimes we don't like the way he calls, but here on the CT side, his calls have been great for these stacks.
Yeah, these heavy rotations have been really difficult for NIP to deal with, right? They are getting kills, it's just there's another player right after you have to focus in on. You have to change up the crosshair, you have to try and frag out. And it just makes it very difficult to get anyone near the bomb site without losing too many players. Kindo's loving some of this early fights down Banana, but he is again dealt low. His 4 HP nearly runs right into the fire. He stays alive. Now he's flame touched.
Oh, so how he was doing all the work for you yesterday. Now you're doing all the work for him.
Quick enough and goes back again. Hampus re-peeks into it.
All comes
The
full
kill has been
circle.
found for Virtus Pro. They're trying to hold the rest. Jam now holding. Kickers Nick kill with a frag as well, and it's everything going wrong for NIP.
Oh my god.
Series point for Virtus Pro coming right up.
And for NIP, they've got nothing to work with.
NIP about to get bounced the hell out of
Flat
here.
now on their T side. That last round, they were already struggling to get a buy together. They had the one AK, but not much else behind it.
Damn,
So
I really thought
though
NIP was
they
going
do
to
enough
make a
draw
run
that
here.
rotate over to B.
They got some
do
guys
enough
who are
damage
not
to be
land
Kindle, and the third man
experienced,
goes
too.
to the B site initially. James is able to get
You're
that
gonna do it
first
back
kill
to
on the
back.
long kicker.
Oh,
It's
so you're gonna
easy
get
work
double
from
the money.
Slow it
Damn.
down, get
You're
that
about to be
initial frag,
super
and now
rich.
NIP have to rely on this
Your GTA
buy
account's
keep
about to
them in
be
Cologne.
While Kicker
killing
flying
it,
down
dude.
through the smoke. Flopsky's taking early damage. He's down to 9 HP. Hampus got the first kill for Ninjas, but the fire burns away Flopsky. Yukindos through the smoke has found Rez as well, and finally, Hampus will deal with him.
You're gonna buy
3v3
multiple
still.
oppressors with all the
NIP are
money?
doing very well at keeping this even.
It's turned scrappy, it's turned sloppy, but that's what NIP needed in this round, because now they take a breather, they slow it down, and they have the chance to get some
I want
guns
to.
into
I want to
their
buy the
hands.
penthouse
They've
at the
recovered
casino.
an
That's what
M4.
I would do.
They've
But that's. I
recovered
just
a
want to do that
Galil,
heist
and with the
because I think
CTs
you.
only
I think
having
you make a
3
bunch of
players
money from
alive,
it, but
they have
I'm
to
not
stay
sure.
so spread across the map
I haven't
that
been on
NIP
my
can all
GTA
group up
shit.
B and all group up onto one CT.
Oh yeah, you got a
but
big ass
that's what I'm
garage. Oh,
told
you have
me.
one in like
He's been
the
pretty good all
clubhouses
day
or
long.
warehouses for the garage
Fighting
for
in
the
towards dark.
for
This
cars.
AK-47 has often
Like I know the
victims
MC
of
clubhouses
NIP
you
on
can
the
put a
side.
shit ton of them in.
This flank could quickly come up as well through Banana. That cuts off the rotation. If Buster does a good job, there's no other.
Yeah, I got an
chances
MC
for
clubhouse,
NIP.
like a
They've
ton
got to
of
get rid of
bikes in
Buster.
it.
They've got to get rid of him quick.
And
because the
four-wheelers.
flank is still coming, and this time a little faster. Buster's been unchecked. They haven't spotted him. Linus goes into him. The bomb is now down. Sanchez got the kill as well. That's all
Got
the device.
him. Oh my
NIP are out
god.
of IEM Cologne.
There goes
And
NIP.
it's Forest
Bye
Pro that
bye.
continue to move through. They've locked themselves in a
60
matchup
car
against
garage.
Big as they continue their lower
How the hell do you
bracket.
get a 60
Gauntlet
car
run
garage?
For device again, Cologne is a failure.
I didn't even know there was a garage that you could put 60 in. Fucking onliners over here getting their way to the next round. Alright, let's see. What do we want to see if something else doesn't watch? It's only 1 mil? That's it? I thought it would be way more than that. Isn't there like CEO places that are way more than $1 million?
Plant-based protein. Need. Guilt-free cheat meal. Need. Lumpy and clumpy drinks. Don't need. When it auto-corrects to duck, don't need. Owen, only what you need.
Depression makes the week feel like 7 Mondays. Multiple symptoms? Let's rethink this.
Yeah, I would
So
say,
the
I'm pretty
doctor
sure there's
tells
some
you
that are
about
like
Trintellix, a
3
prescription
and
medicine
4.
for adults with a type of
At least
depression
some,
called major
but
depressive
maybe not.
disorder. Feeling this overall relief. Plus, Trintellix
is out next week, but that's going to be all from us here tonight. We went a bit over time,
Well,
but
what
I
do we
think
want
nobody will
to
blame
do
us.
here?
Be sure to say
Is 100 Thieves so far?
These teams at different points displaying good play. You know, we're taking a look at this BCJ having a big recovery defensively in the second half.
Oh, really? I thought there was some that were like a lot.
On that transition side, BCJ came up huge on a lot of plays. And again, I had to tip my hat to Zekin. He might have been on the death end of that clip we're watching now, but his utility uses throughout this game, as well as his fragging impact, he really was kind of the more impact. You know, Ethan, the counterpart on the opposite end.
Big threes when I take my shot, ayy. On the rise and we ain't gon' drop on the grind. It's our time.
You want to play some Rocket League? We can play some Rocket League. I mean, I'm unranked right now, but we can play. I have not been playing, really. I mean, I've been playing a little bit.
Can't be contained when we leave the game. My name will
Ba da 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 da. What the hell? Hold on 1 second. Rocket League's being a pain in my ass for some reason. Alright, here we go. Give me 1 second. I'll switch this over. Why did it do that? Why is it being a pain in my ass? Ugh. Give me a second here, Rubik. My bad. It's being crazy on me. It doesn't want to capture my screen for some reason. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to end this, Rubik. I'll come back. I have to end this, though.